And welcome back to another Java tutorial. My name is Kelvin from Firehawk Productions. In the last tutorial, I taught you how to ask users for input, such as what is your name or how old are you. Store the answers as variables and print them. And in this tutorial, I promised I'd be teaching you simple arithmetic. So I'm just gonna make a new class. So right-click the default package, select new, and then click on class. And I'm just going to name my class Simple Arithmetic. Finish. And so we always have to start off with the main method. So I'm just going to type that in, public static main. Okay. Whoops. Okay. So let's start with something simple like add, subtract, multiply, and divide. So let's assign the variable x as 6 and the variable y as 9. And let's assign a new variable that takes the sum of both y and x. Okay, and then after we do that, we want to print it out to see the answer. Print z. Okay, let's go ahead and try that. So file, save, and we want to print it. So 6 plus 9 is 15, so that's pretty easy. Now let's change the addition sign to a subtraction sign. Now let's try it. From our knowledge, it should print 3. And it prints 3. Okay, now let's try multiplication. For multiplication, you use a star, and that denotes the multiplication symbol. So go ahead and press save and click on run. 54. 6 times 9 is 54. Perfect. Now let's try division. Division is denoted with a slash. Now watch what happens. Okay, what do we expect to happen? Y is 9, x is 6. 9 divided by 6 should give us 1.5. But watch what happens. If I press run, it just gives us 1. That's weird, but it's not all that weird. I'll explain to you why. So we define z, first of all, as an integer. And remember what I said about integers. Integers are numbers that are whole numbers, not decimals. So, of course, z is just going to print us a whole number. And now if you look at each variable in here, you have y and x. Both y and x are integers. And when you divide two integers, you'll always get an integer answer. However, when you divide an int by a double or a double by an int, you will get a double answer. You'll get an answer that's a decimal. And what I mean by this is, let's say if I changed one of these two variables into a double. So I'll change x into a double, and it should be 6.0. And this is giving me an error because Java knows that I'm trying to divide an int by a double. And by default, I should have an answer that's also a double. So z here needs to be a double in order for it to work. There, now it solved my problem. Now when I try to run the program, it's going to give me 1.5 because I defined one of the variables as a double. So when I divide by, so I can even do it the other way around. Let's say if I did int x equals 6, and then I change y into a double, and I change it to 9.0. Actually, you don't even need to change y to a 9.0 because Java will automatically convert the 9 to a 9.0. So I can just save and run the program, and it'll still give me 1.5. There's another way around this. If I keep both of them as ints, but in front of the y, I do open brackets, double, and close brackets. Now what this does, it converts, okay, if you have a double in brackets, it converts anything that's in front of it to a double. And so if I run this, it also gives me 1.5, which is fine. But if I just delete it, I'll I'll return to getting 1.0. Okay. How about if I have a double here? It still works. It's the same thing. Remember when I said int divided by a double, or a double divided by an int, you'll get a double answer that's a double. Okay, so this is good. All right, now what if I want to divide? So let's say if I changed y to 20. All right, and I wanted to find out, hey, what's the remainder of 20 divided by 6? This is very simple to do. All you have to do is change the. So first I'm going to change the variable z into int, because I want an int answer, because I want to know what the remainder is. And the remainder is definitely not going to be an answer that's a decimal. So the symbol for remainder is the percent sign. And what this means is, so y is 20 right here, and it's saying y remainder x. So what is the remainder when I divide 20 by 6? From our knowledge, it should be 2. It would print 2. Okay, so these are the 5 basic arithmetic symbols that you need to know. You have add, which is just the plus sign, subtract, the subtraction sign, multiply, which is the star, and divide, which is the slash, and remainder, which is the percent sign. Well, that's it for this video. As I said, this was very simple arithmetic, and in the next tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you something called methods. So looking forward to that. Anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below, and I will see you next video.